Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today the paper I've chosen is 2023 Specimen 03, paper 3. Okay, and here we're going to look into task 3, which is spreadsheet. Okay, you are going to prepare an invoice using a spreadsheet for Tawara Digital Storage. This company makes and sells storage devices. All prices are in euro, which must be displayed to 2 decimal places. So these you need to consider. Remember, make sure that you use efficient formula. So for this, open and examine the file spec invoice and spec SSD. All right, let's go to the folder and open spec invoice and spec SSD. Both are CSV files. Okay, open the files. All right, we have the files open here. Now, save spec invoice. Okay, we're going to save spec invoice. Spec invoice is this. We're going to save this as a spreadsheet with the file name, invoice, followed by your center number and candidate number. File, save as, browse, change the format to Excel workbook, and the file name is invoice underscore center number underscore your candidate number. So it is invoice underscore your center number underscore your candidate number. Save. Okay, merge cells A1 to F1. Highlight cells A1 to F1, merge and center, and then adjust the column size so that all the text is fully visible. You have to adjust the column size to make sure the column width is somewhat approximate to the picture shown here. So let's highlight from column A to F and adjust the column size. Okay, so that, okay, I think this should be fine. Okay, now next, format the top of the spreadsheet to look like this. Let's adjust the width, the font size of the heading. So click on the cell, adjust the font size, increase the font size. Okay, so that it begins from A to F, ends in F. Okay, this should be fine. Now next, so that's done. That's the only editing to be done here. Next, place your name, center number, and candidate number left align in the footer. Okay, insert, header and footer. Scroll down to footer. Click on an empty cell. Scroll down to footer on the left. Type in your name, center number, followed by your candidate number. Okay, that's it. Left align. Yeah, left align. Click on an empty cell. View tab normal to get back to normal view. Now next. Now here the functions begin. Place functions in cell C9 to E9. So C9 is here. C9 to E9, you're supposed to place in function to look up the model, capacity, and unit price of each item using the product code for the lookup value and the external file spec SSD for the array. So the lookup value, we know it is product code, and the table array is going to be the file spec SSD. Okay, let's do first for C9. Place the cursor in C9. Insert. Okay, insert a function. Formula tab, function, insert a function, or you have the function box right away. Certain versions will have the function box right away. You click on FX there. And find for, you're looking up from another file, and on the other file the files there are vertical. If you see, the files here are vertical. Okay, so we are looking up for a vertical lookup. Find for VLOOKUP, click OK. Now here the lookup value they have mentioned here, product code will be the lookup value. So the product code here product code starts from A9. For this record, the lookup value is in A9. Table array, again, they have mentioned it is supposed to be spec SSD for the array. So place the cursor in table array, open spec SSD and highlight from A2 to D all the records there, starting from A2. Okay, make sure you start from A2 because the record starts from A2. And then you're looking up for, what are you looking for? You're looking for model. Okay, model here is in 1, 2, 3, 4, column 4. Column D shows the model. Okay, so your index number, column index number is going to be 4. Range lookup, we want the exact match of the answer, so it's going to be, the range lookup is going to be false. Click OK. You don't get any value because product code is empty here. Now say for example we type SSD1, it should show you the name of the model. If it is empty, you get this not available function here. So they have mentioned, make sure if no data is entered in product code column, then nothing is displayed in cell C9 to E9. That is, if product code is empty, model has to be empty. It should not show this not available thingy here. Okay, so in order to do that, you will use an if statement. Double click, you get back the formula, place the cursor after equal, start an if statement. If, open bracket, product code, that is if A9 is not equal to a blank cell. Blank cell is denoted with double quotations twice without space. Okay, if A9 is not equal to a blank cell, comma, it will look up. That is, if product code has some value in it, if it is not a blank cell, it will look up and then give you the answer. Now move the cursor to the end. If the condition is false, that is, if product code is equal to a blank cell, it has to display a blank cell. So double quotation twice, close the bracket, enter. Since the product code is empty, you get an empty cell. Okay, if the product code is not empty, it will give you an answer there. So let's leave this to be empty. So the same step has to be continued for capacity and unit price. Okay, let's do for unit price capacity first. Find for VLOOKUP. Lookup value is product code. Table array is the other file, spec SSD. You're finding for capacity, highlight all the records. And then index number, you're looking for capacity. Capacity is in column C, which is the third column. So index number is 3 and range lookup is false. You get not available because product code is empty. So use the if statement again. Equal if, open bracket, product code is not equal to a blank cell, comma, sorry, quotations twice, okay, comma, move the cursor to the end, comma, double quotation twice, close the bracket, enter, you get a blank cell. Now the same thing again for unit price. Lookup value, VLOOKUP. Lookup value is product code. Table array is spec SSD, all the records here, A2 to D106. Index number, you're looking up for the unit price. Unit price is in column B. Index number is 2. Range lookup is false. Click OK. And then add an if statement. If A9 is not equal to blank cell, comma, if this condition is true, it will display the, find the answer and display the answer, comma, if it is false, it has to return a blank cell. Close the bracket, enter. You get the blank cell here. Now, next, continuing. So we are done with this. Next, place in cell F9 a formula to multiply number of items by unit price. Okay, F9 is here, is a formula equal number of items times unit price. B9 times E9. Enter. You don't get the answer because number of items is empty here. Okay, so for that, make sure that if no data is entered in number of items column, then nothing is displayed in cell F9. That is, if number of items B9 is empty, F9 also should be empty. So again, it's the same function here using an if statement. If, open bracket, B9 is not equal to a blank cell, comma, if the condition is true, if it is not equal to a blank cell, then it will multiply B9 with E9. If not, move the cursor to the end, comma, if not, it will display a blank cell. Enter. So you get a blank cell. Replicate the formula entered in step 10 and 11 for rows 10 to 19. So all these you need to replicate the formula until 19. Move the cursor to the end, bottom end of the cell and drag it to row 19. Okay, only until row 19, not 20. Row 19. Okay, and then place in cell F21 a function to calculate the total price of the column. F21 is here. You need to place the function to calculate the total. Equal sum, you're adding it. From F9 to F19 will have the records. So add from sum F9 to F19. Enter. You'll get the formula done. Now apply appropriate formula to formatting to all cells in row 9 to 21. So formatting is euro with 2 decimal place for all the price. So it's basically for E9 to F19 and then for F21. Hold the control key and then highlight F21. Right click, format cells, currency category, negative number, choose a second option because we don't want any negative sign. Decimal place, set it to be 2. Symbol, find for euro. I'm going to find for euro. There, you have it. Click OK. So you get your euro sign added with decimal place. Now next, print your spreadsheet showing formula. Okay, we need the formula now. So highlight the range where you have your records. Go to formula tab, click on show formula icon, you get the formula. But make sure it is in the landscape orientation. Go to page layout, orientation, set it to be landscape. And then row and column heading must be displayed. So again under page layout, under headings, you tick print for heading. Only then the row and column heading will be printed. And then grid lines must be displayed. Now here under grid lines, tick print. Again page layout. Grid lines, you tick print. Only then the grid lines will be printed. The contents are fully visible. Make sure the content of the cells are fully visible. So adjust the column size. Highlight the entire spreadsheet. Double click in between the column heading so that the contents of all the cells are fully visible. And then set the print layout. Highlight from A1 to F21 and then go to page layout, print area, set print area. Okay, let's see the print preview. File print. It shows you 3 pages. Okay, you can make it into 2 page. That should be better. So to make it into 2 page, you go back here, click on the page setup. You have the arrow facing down here. Click on the page setup and then fit to, set it to be 2 pages. Okay, set it to be 2 page, click OK. Now if you check the print preview, it's 2 pages. Okay, if it is not clearly visible, then you can still increase the page numbers. Okay, so I leave it to be 2 pages. This is fine for me. Make sure your center number, candidate number, and your details are fully visible. Choose the correct printer and print. So that's your first printout here. Now next, enter the address shown and the format in it. Okay, so let's add in the address here in cell B3. B3 is Tawara Technology Solution. Type in Tawara Technology Solutions, and then next is 32 Acacia Avenue. 32 Acacia Avenue. Next is Tawara. Tawara. Enter. Next is 45673. 45673. Enter. Okay, so if it is not aligned to the right, highlight it and go to Home tab, align it to, if it is not aligned to the left, it has to be aligned to the left. So align to the left and make sure the content is fully visible. Now here, you need to add in the values here. Before that, let's get back the values instead of formula. So go to Formula tab, click on Show Formula again. You get rid of the formulas there. Adjust the column size so that all the text is fully visible within the cell. Okay, now let's add in the records. So it is A9 SSD 18. A9 type SSD 18. Enter. A10 SSD 34. SSD 34. Enter. Number of items here is 1 and 10. So number of items is 1 and 10. Enter. Okay, you don't get you get hashtag. That's because there is no enough space in the column to display the value. Okay, now highlight the columns and adjust the column size so that the text is fully visible on all the cells. Okay, adjust the column size, make sure all the text is fully visible. Okay, and then save your spreadsheet. Print the entire spreadsheet showing values. Make sure the printout fits on a single page. So highlight the range. Your answer is until here. Okay, highlight from A1 to F21. Page layout, print area, set print area. Contents of the cell must be fully visible. It has to fit on a single page. Go to page setup. Set it to one page. Sorry, it has to be set to fit to one page. It has to be on one page. Okay, click OK, and then contents must be fully visible. Make sure all the contents are fully visible. Okay, and then grid lines are not displayed. Now if you see, you have grid lines here. This is going to be wrong. Okay, so this should not be visible. So for that, you go to page layout, grid lines, you have view and print. Untick print. So you will not have grid lines. Okay, and then one more, row and column headings must not be displayed. If you see your print preview, you have column headings and row headings, the alphabets on top and the numbers on the left. So that should not be visible. So to get rid of it, go to page layout again, under heading, untick print. Okay, now if you see, you just have your records there, the values of your spreadsheet. Okay, so that's one printout. You will print it, file print, make sure all the data is clearly visible. Choose the correct printer and click print. Okay, yeah, that's the end of this task. I hope that was clear. See you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.